stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing SuperCab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds, safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the SuperCab app today. SuperCab, your ride your way.
In today's digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Turabo Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present to you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and GSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic website and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Turabo Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464 or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Turabo Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Turabo Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Turabo State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now.
You're watching news at 9 p.m. on Psalm TV, the pulse of the nation. This is not just news. This is the pulse of the nation. Stay connected. Follow us on Facebook at Psalm TV and stream live on YouTube at Psalm TV Live. On the news tonight, no rifts, only respect. Governor Fintiri holds Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in high esteem. CPS Humwashi Wonoshuko clears the air on Psalm TV's issues of the moment. 27 UK firms explore investments in Nigeria during Sadiq Khan's visit. Ifa Council threatens legal actions over Awujale burial rites. Tinubu approves Southeast Investment Company with 150 billion naira capital. International news. Sleeping Prince of Saudi Arabia dies after 19 years in coma. Business news. UBA to raise 157.89 billion via rights issues. Entertainment news. Snoop Dogg becomes co-owner of Swan City Football Club on Burna Boy's recall early music days. Sport news. Enugu sets burial plans for football legend Christian Chukwu. And Bridget James announced the news in full. On issues of the moment this week, Chief Press Secretary to the Adamawa State Governor, Mr. Humwashi Wonosiko shared insight into faith, leadership, and governance during an exclusive interview with Tom TV's Abraham Minajoda. Mr. Wonoshiko, who was in Taraba State for the Redeemers Men Fellowship Convention at RCCG, El Shaddai Parish, emphasized the importance of men leading their homes spiritually. As Region 7 president of the fellowship, he thanked the RCCG leadership, particularly Pastor E.A. Adeboye, for grooming responsible and godly men on balancing public service with spiritual duties. He said, godly individuals must participate in governance to bring integrity and discipline to leadership. Speaking on Governor Amadou Fintiri's success, he described him as a visionary leader who came prepared to serve and not imposed. He attributed the governor's achievement to discipline, focus, and people-centered planning. He also dismissed rumors of a rift between Governor Fintiri and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, affirming mutual respect between both leaders. Mr. Wonoshiko defended the restorations of traditional chiefdoms in Adamawa, stating it responded to the people's long-standing yearnings for self-governance. He closed by calling for national unity and urged Nigerians to key into the Nigerian dream. In a powerful display of grassroots activism, 53-year-old trekker and peace advocate Abubakar Umar, widely known as Duduwale Africa, has launched an 800-kilometer trek from Yola in Adamawa State to Kahutu in Katsina. The journey aimed at promoting peace, youth empowerment, and social reform in northern Nigeria, which marks another chapter in the Duwale's long-standing campaign against terrorism, corruption, and drug abuse. Some TV correspondent Ojoma Yusuf has the details.
A 53-year-old trekker and activist who hails from Adamawa, popularly known as Duduwale Africa, has announced his plan to embark on an 800-kilometer walk from Yola to Kahutu town in Katsina. Speaking during a press briefing at the Nigerian Union of Journalists Secretariat in Yola, Duduwale said the trek is a part of his personal campaign against terrorism, corruption, insurgency, drug abuse, and other social vices plaguing the region.
Allah gafarta ma general zuriyansu kuma da Najeriya gabaki daya muna taziya. Daga nan kuma zan sake da cikin Kano in zai ta'aziya na dan tata. Allah taimake mu, Allah gafarta ma wanda suka riga mu. Mu da muke rayu kuma Allah sama ga duniyar lafiya.
Duduwale is not new in long-distance activism. In 2014, he trekked from Yola to Abuja in solidarity with the elected president, Muhammadu Buhari, aiming to draw his attention to the insecurity affecting the country. He has also completed treks across all 19 northern states to advocate for peace and education reform. The latest journey to Katsina, Kahutu town, is also in honor of a popular northern musician, Dauda Kahutu Rarara, whom Duduwale praised for his contributions to youth development through job creation and efforts to curb drug abuse.
Dan taliki na shine wanda nake magana ana sadan rayuwa. Every month sai ka 10 trailer na abinci a kauyensa ana raba mutane. Dauda Rara ina magana matasa ba aiki a Najeriya. Dauda Rara ya ɗibi yara 400 youth ya ba su aiki a Najeriya. Dauda Rara magana ke yana shi yayi titi daga bakin hanya ya zuwa kai kauyensa. Ya gina Islamiya da Central Mosque a kasansa. Da haka na ji daɗi shi na tashi ga Adamawa in je kasansa in je nuna ma duniya abin da taliki ne yayi wanda suka yi opportunity ba su yi ba su sama su yi irin abin da Dauda Rara yayi.
Rarara is doing his part by providing opportunities and pulling young people off the streets. He said he deserves to be appreciated. In addition to his Katsina destination, Duduwale said he would stop by Daura to pay a condolence visit to the family of late President Muhammadu Buhari and proceed to Kano to visit the renowned businessman Alhaji Dantata, who died. NUJ chairman in Adamawa State, Abdullahi Ibrahim, commended Dudowale's resilience and passion, pledging the support of journalists throughout his journey.
We are going to be, on alert wherever he is to ensure that he is well covered, his mission.
Ojoma Yusuf, reporting for Som TV News, Yola.
The presidential candidate of the New Nigerian People's Party, Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso, visited Daura, Katsina State on Saturday to condole with the family of the late former president, Muhammadu Buhari. He also paid a visit to the Emir of Daura, Alhaji Umar Farouk Umar, and met with Mamman Daura, expressing his sympathies over the former president's passing. A delegation of 27 London-based companies in fintech, enterprise, technology, and sustainability sectors explored investment opportunities in Nigeria during Mayor of London Sadiq Khan's recent visit to Lagos. Supported by London and partners, the delegation engaged with Nigerian policymakers, investors, and creatives to foster business collaboration across Africa. The visit highlighted Nigeria's growing role in the UK's global trade strategy, particularly in innovation and the creative economy. Mayor Khan emphasized the potential for deeper partnerships, citing Africa's economic growth and shared cultural ties with London. UK officials, including the British Deputy High Commissioner and Minister for Africa, described the visit as a step towards inclusive growth and stronger UK-African relations. Khan will continue his trade mission with vision to Ghana and South Africa. The International Council for Ifa Religions has strengthened legal action against both the Ogun State government and the family of the late Awujale of Ijebu Land, Oba Sikiru Adetona, citing what it described as a blatant violations of traditional burial rights. In a statement signed by its president, spokesman, and legal representative, the ICIR condemned the monarch's burial according to Islamic rites, arguing it contradicted existing judicial rulings and the Ogun State chieftaincy law. The group decried the respect shown to the Ogungo confraternity and vowed to initiate legal proceedings to uphold Yoruba custom and forestall future breaches. In a related move, highlighting federal involvement in cultural and religious development, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the establishment of the Southeast Investment Company, operated under the Southeast Development Commission. This entity is aimed at spurring industrial growth with a capital base of over 150 billion naira. The SEIC will function independently of federal budgeting, focusing on infrastructure, entrepreneurship, and education. President Tinubu emphasized the initiative's significance for sustainable development, while SEDC CEO Mark Okoye hailed it as a strategic tool to attract private capital and stimulate regional growth. On the subject of a federal initiative, Senator Ali Ndume has commended President Tinubu to recent federal board appointments. He cited the inclusions of Lydia Musa, Jamilu Aliyu, Yahuza Inua, Sanusi Musa, and Muhammad Babangida as evidence of the administration's attentiveness to northern interests. Ndume, however, called for more balanced representations, particularly from the Southeast, to maintain national cohesion and respect for the federal character principle. Continuing with regional government efforts, the Enugu State Police Command recently made notable strides in combating human trafficking. Between June 30th and July 16th, officers rescued 6 trafficked children and arrested 10 suspects linked to a cross-border trafficking network. The victims, aged 1 to 16, including a girl taken to Ghana. Among the suspects were 2 elderly individuals who confessed to purchasing children for 900,000 naira and 1.4 million naira. Police Commissioner CP Mamman Giwa praised the team's prompt actions and urged parental vigilance as investigations continue. In tandem with security initiative, the Enugu state government has taken regulatory action by sealing 4 unregistered gaming centers. The operation, led by Prince Arinze Arum of the Gaming and Lotto Commission, targeted illegal operators including Yanga Games, Technologies, and Dogs Bets. Arum emphasized the need for transparency and compliance, warning that unlicensed gaming undermines investor confidence and threatens sector integrity. On another note of public order, the Kaduna State Police Command halted a planned rally by supporters of former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, scheduled to mark his birthday. The rally was deemed a security threat and a violation of the state ban on unauthorized political gatherings. The police cited intelligence reports suggesting potential criminal infiltrations and emphasized the rally would conflict with ongoing party primaries. Organizers were advised to desist or face legal consequences. Similarly, security infrastructure remains under threat in the southeast. The Transmission Company of Nigeria has raised alarm over the rampant vandalism of power facilities, particularly in Enugu State, during a sensitization campaign across 7 communities in Agbogudu and Ihe Agu local government area. TCN Regional Manager Dr. Thomas Onugogum highlighted the danger vandalism poses to power supply and national infrastructure. Local leaders pledged to support TCN's efforts and called for youth engagements and stricter prosecutions of vandals. Meanwhile, in Akwa Ibom, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has reaffirmed federal commitment to the state's development during a State House meeting with Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Governor Umo Eno, and Senator Aniekam Akpan and Ekong Samson. Tinubu emphasized collaborative advancements under the Renewed Hope and Arise agendas. The meeting also served to formally present 2 senators who recently joined the APC. The delegation paid tribute to the late former President Muhammadu Buhari, calling his death a national loss. In the same vein, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, during the Southeast Zonal Public Hearing on the 1999 Constitution Review, called for the creation of at least 2 additional states in the Southeast to address unrepresentations. He proposed Amin State due to its economic viability. Uzodinma also advocated for redefining indigenship to include peoples born or residing in a state for over 10 years and supported rotating the presidency among all 6 geopolitical zones to promote national unity. Additionally, he called for the decentralization of the police to enhance local security. He urged lawmakers to ensure the Constitution reflects fairness, equity, and inclusivity. In Kwara State, security operatives in Kwara State have intensified their crackdowns on criminal activities, resulting in the arrest of over 15 suspects, including a notorious bandit leader, Tambaya. He was captured along with 8 others during an operation in Lafayette, where security forces also recovered 11 million naira, believed to be proceeds from ransom payments, and rescued 2 kidnapped victims. In a related operation, 3 women were arrested at Babanla Motor Park for smuggling armed links to a kidnapping syndicate. An AK-47 rifle with 31 rounds of ammunition was recovered. Investigations reveal connection to a gang operating from Baba Sango Forest. Further arrests included 2 men in share found with 11.3 million naira, suspected to be linked to a previous kidnapping case. Several other suspects were apprehended in connecting with attack and abduction across communities in Oro, Lafengi, and Baruten, with firearms and vehicles recovered during the operation. The State Commissioner of Police, Adekimi Ojo, confirmed that the intelligence-led strategies and community collaborations are yielding positive results. He vowed that security operations will continue until all criminal hideouts are dismantled and peace restored across the state. Elsewhere, significant progress in the war on banditry was reported in Kaduna State. The police command successfully apprehended Mati Bagio, a notorious bandit leader who had evaded capture for 11 years, captured in Giwa local government area. Bagio is accused of orchestrating numerous attacks in Kaduna and Kastina. Police recovered firearm ammunition and stolen vehicles during concurrent operations. Commissioner Rabiu Muhammad lauded the officers' bravery and encouraged continued public cooperation. Turning to judicial affairs, a federal high court in Abuja dismissed the frequent aim at stopping the National Assembly from approving appointments and budgets submitted by Rivers State sole administrator Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas, retired. Justice James Omotosho ruled that the Legislative Act had already been concluded, making the injunction's request irrelevant. The underlying suit, brought by the Rivers Indigenes and the Hope Africa Foundation, contests the legality of the state of emergency in Rivers. A hearing is scheduled for October 20th. In political developments, Senator Francis Fadausi and Olubisi Fadeyi, representing Osun East and Central respectively, have resigned from the People's Democratic Party in later dated June 12. Both cited irreconcilable internal conflict and ongoing legal tussles as reasons for their departure. While they have not disclosed their next political affiliation, speculations point to a shift towards the ruling party. In a significant step for agricultural innovation, the Federal University of Technology, LARE, has launched a dam project expected to boost food productions and crop flooding, facilitated by Senator Solomon Adiola and approved by President Tinubu. The dam complements the university's newly accredited School of Agriculture. Rector Dr. Mukail Akinde highlighted benefits including irrigation, job creation, fishing, and tourism. The Ogun-Osun River Basin Development Authority recently broke ground on the initiative. Meanwhile, the National Identity Management Commission has registered 122 million Nigerians for the National Identification Number, reflecting a 49% increase since 2022. NIMSI Director General Obisoye Koka Odusote credited transparency reform and digital innovation for this progress. The agency also reported a 40% drop in enrollment-related extortion, citing retraining of over 7,000 agents and the deployment of grievance officers across the nation. In fiscal policy, the presidency has partnered with the Federal Inland Revenue Service to launch grassroots tax awareness campaign in Ibadan. Spearheaded by the Presidential Community Engagement Office, the initiative aimed to educate traders and artisans on a newly signed tax reform bills. SSA to the President, Moremi Ojudu, explained that the reforms are designed to ease tax burdens for low-income earners and simplify procedures for small businesses. On energy reform, the Nigerian Association of Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers has declared support for Dangote Petroleum Refinery move to reduce cooking gas prices. President Oladope Olatunbosun, he said the plan aligned with the group's advocacy for affordable LPG access. Dangote intended to cut costs by selling directly to retailers, bypassing intermediaries, while some stakeholders expressed concern about market shifts. NALPGAM insists that the priority should be consumer affordability and broader gas adoption. Complementing this, Nigeria has secured over $20 billion in investment pledges from China. The investment will span agriculture, automotive mining, steel, and energy sector. According to Joseph Tegbe, Director General of the Nigerian-China Strategic Partnership, these deals stem from an upgrade in bilateral relations to a comprehensive strategic partnership. The initiative is set to generate jobs, improve food security, and increase exports in alignment with Tinubu's economic goals. However, not all developments have been smooth. Dangote Petroleum Refinery has suspended its discounted fuel supply scheme after uncovering fraudulent practices. Some affiliate marketers were caught reselling discounted products to unauthorized third parties, undermining the program's integrity. The scheme, suspended on July 13th, will undergo restructuring. Orders placed before the cut-off date will be honored. In anti-corruption news, the EFCC has arrested 23 internet fraud suspects in Umuahia, Abia State, following a raid on a cybercrime hub known as Yahoo Yahoo Hustle Kingdom. 8 were caught at the training center, with others arrested in nearby communities. 6 items included vehicles, laptops, and phones. The EFCC affirms the arrests were based on credible intelligence and that prosecution will proceed. Likewise, the ICPC will arraign Kano State Independent Electoral Commission Chairman Professor Sani Malumfashi and 2 others officials for alleged 1.2 billion naira. Investigations uncovered suspicious fund transfers to an unaffiliated company, SLM Agro Global Farm, and questionable use of funds supposedly for candidate verification. The arraignment is scheduled for July 21st. In Edo State, the Special Security Squad has arrested several suspected cultists during targeted raids in Benin, Mbautubu, and Igbodeyi areas. Launched by Governor Monday Okpelo, the operation known as Flush Out Kidnappers and Cultists is aimed at restoring community safety. Recovered weapons and actionable intelligence from previous detainees contributed to the operation's success. Tragically, violence erupted again in Plateau State. A 56-year-old farmer was killed in Miango community, Basa local government area, by suspected Fulani herders grazing on his millet farm. The victim was attacked with knives after demanding the herders leave. Security forces reportedly arrived only the next day. Residents demand justice and stronger protection from authorities. Meanwhile, in Lagos, social media influencer Scott Iguma was remanded by a federal high court after pleading not guilty to cyber stalking and defamation charges. The case involved online accusations against Kwan Group founder Dr. Augustine Owumere. The police alleged Iguma's posts were false and incited public distrust, A bail hearing is scheduled for July 21. Turning back to agriculture, Kaduna State Governor Uba Sani has launched a fertilizer distribution initiative targeting 100,000 farmers, managed by a multi-stakeholders committee. The program will distribute 300 truckloads of fertilizer, offering 2 free bags to smallholders farmers and 40% subsidy for commercial farmers. Commissioner of Agriculture Murtala Dabo emphasized transparency and stakeholders' involvement to ensure equitable access. The Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center and Transparency International have called for constitutional recognition of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. The CISLAC's Executive Director, Awal Musa Rafsani, argues that a formal legal framework is needed to define the NSCDC's mandate clearly, improve accountability, and prevent jurisdictional conflicts with other security agencies. In a related call, the Nigerian Communication Commission has unveiled a new licensing framework aimed at promoting innovation and supporting startup and tech-driven enterprises in the telecom sector. Speaking at a stakeholders forum in Abuja, NCC Executive Vice Chairman Dr. Aminu Maida, represented by Commissioner Rimini Makama, said the draft General Authorizations Framework introduces flexible tools such as proof-of-concept pilots, regulatory sandboxes, and interim service authorizations to accommodate emerging technologies outside existing license categories. The initiative is designed to enable safe testing of innovative solutions while ensuring consumers' protections and regulatory compliance. Director of Licensing and Authorization Usman Mamman noted that the framework draws on international models and aligned with Nigeria's digital economy policies. Stakeholders from across the telecom and tech industries, they've been invited to contribute feedback to refine the framework and derive inclusive digital growth. Finally, the Muslim Rights Concern has urged the National Assembly to pass the Explained Wealth Bill, backing EFCC Chairman Ola Olukade appeal. Akintola asserted that the bill would enhance anti-corruption efforts by mandating full asset disclosure. He stressed that exposing illicit wealth is critical to restoring Nigerians' moral and economic fabric. Let's now step aside for a brief commercial break, after which there's still plenty more to come right here on Som TV. Please don't go away.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
Welcome back. We're glad you're still here with us. Coming up next are the international business, sport, and entertainment news. On the international news, Prince Al-Walid bin Khalid bin Talal bin Abdulaziz, AI Saud, often referred to as the Sleeping Prince, has died after spending nearly 2 decades in a coma. The prince sustained a traumatic brain injury in a car accident in 2005 while studying at the military college. Since then, He had been on life support at King Abdulaziz Medical City in Riyadh. Despite medical advice to withdraw life support, his father, Prince Khalid bin Talal Al Saud, remains hopeful for recovery, citing strong faith. The family had reported occasional movements over the years, but the prince never regained full consciousness. A landslide triggered by heavy rainfall in Sangheon Country, South Korea, has killed one person and left 3 others missing. According to the National Fire Agency, the incident, which buried 2 homes, occurred amid intense downpour in the country's southern region. Local authorities ordered all residents to evacuate to safety as the area continues to face severe weather. The Ministry of Interior and Safety reported at least 4 rain-related deaths nationwide and the displacement of over 7,000 people. Experts linked the increasing severity of such weather events to climate change. On business news, United Bank for Africa PLC has applied to the Nigerian Exchange for approval to raise 157.89 billion naira through a rights issue. The bank plans to issue 3.157 billion naira ordinary shared at 50 per share, offering 1 new share for every 13 held as of July 16, 2025. The move is aimed at strengthening UBA's capital base and supporting its African expansion. UBA reported strong Q1 2025 result with pre-tax profit rising by 30.65% to 204.27 billion naira, and net profit growing 33.15% to 189.84 billion naira. Executive highlighted discipline, strategy, execution, cost control, and resilient core earnings. Entertainment news. American rapper Snoop Dogg has acquired a minority stake in English Championship club Swansea City, joining the club's ownership group alongside football legend Luka Modric. His involvement was revealed during the launch of the club's 2025-26 home kit, followed by an official announcement confirming his role as co-owner. Snoop described the move as a natural extension of his love for football, expressing admiration for Swansea's underdog spirit. The club owner said his global influence will help raise Swan's profile and boost revenue. A mural honoring the rapper has been unveiled at the Swansea.com stadium to mark the occasion. Grammy-winning artist Burna Boy has revealed he recorded his first song at age 13 using a radio tape recorder and beat from video games like NBA Street Vol 2 and Grand Theft Audio San Andreas. In an interview with Apple Music, Ebro Dadem, he called creating music with limited tools, highlighting his early creativity. Now an international Afrobeat icon, Burna Boy also addressed past remarks about the lack of substance, apologizing and noting he had not fully understood the term's collective cultural value at the time. On sport news, the Enugu State government, in partnership with the family of the late football legend Christian Chukwu, has set up a central planning committee to oversee his burial, chaired by the Commissioner for Youth and Sport, Barrister Lourdes Ekweremadu. The committee includes representatives from government and the sports community. Chukwu, a former Super Eagle coach and captain of the 1980 AFCON winning Green Eagle, would be honored with a service of song on August 10th at St. Andrew's Anglican Church, Trans Ekulu, Enugu, and laid to rest on August 16th in his hometown, Ogbe, in Nkanu West local government area. And that brings us to the end of the news at 9 p.m. for today. To end the broadcast, here is a recap of our top stories. No rifts, only respect. Governor Fintiri holds Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in high esteem. CPS Humwashi Monoshiko clears the air on some TV's issue of the moment. As we brought you reports today, 27 UK firms explored investment opportunities in Nigeria during the visit of London Mayor Sadiq Khan. We also reported that Ifa Council threatens legal actions over the Awujale's burial rites as President Tinubu approves the creation of a Southeast Investment Company with a capital base of 150 billion naira. On the international front, we reported the death of Saudi Arabia's sleeping prince after 19 years in coma. In business news, UBA announced plans to raise 157.89 billion naira through a right issue. From the entertainment world, Snoop Dogg becomes a co-owner of Swansea City Football Club, as Burna Boy reflected on his early music career. And in sports, Enugu State unveiled burial plans for football legend Christian Chukwu. Stay tuned for more engaging programs and updates. I'm Bridget James. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com